Hi, my name is Aslam Moolla and I am a registered attorney. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about what is a letter of demand, when should you send one, and why. This is particularly important in a debt recovery process, especially if you're a business owner. You've done business, you've done a service, you've sold a product towards a customer, and now the customer has not paid you. What steps should you take in the debt recovery process? Usually, you send a letter of demand after you've already approached the debtor. It can be a customer, someone you've lent money to, a family member, a friend, whatever the case is, and they've still not paid you. In other words, you've sent them a text message, you've sent them an email, you've requested payment in some form of another. This video will discuss what is a letter of demand, when you should consider sending one, and why. So let's get started with it. When should you send a letter of demand? The most important thing is, if you're in business, you need a clear accounts process. You need to understand where your accounts receivable, what sales you've done for the month, and what accounts are outstanding. Once you know your outstanding accounts, then you've also taken steps to notify those customers to pay you. They've failed to pay you, then you send a letter of demand. So the purpose of the letter of demand is a legal document to get paid, and also in a way to preserve your business relationship as much as possible. So a letter of demand, in essence, should be a final letter where you're giving this other person an opportunity to pay you the money before taking legal action. In other words, before you go and see your lawyer. The reason why is, once you send the letter of demand and they haven't paid, you then have to follow through on your word. In other words, you've got to then make sure either you issue summons or you take some other legal step to recover that money. The next point is, what should a letter of demand include? Well, firstly, you should make sure that you address the letter of demand to the right person. In other words, you want to make sure that you send the letter of demand to the decision maker of that business or that client. Don't send the letter of demand to the sales rep or to the customer liaison agent. You need to send it to the managing director or the owner of that business, because that person has the power to make a decision to pay you or not. If you have the correct address details, the other important aspect that goes into a letter of demand is how much of money is outstanding to you, your bank account details so that they can make payment, and the consequences, most importantly, the consequences for not paying you. Those are the aspects that needs to go in the letter of demand. A common question that we get is, can you claim interest in the letter of demand? Of course, yes. If it's part of your contract terms and conditions of your business or a loan that you've issued out, you can claim the interest amount that is owing to you. What is the checklist for sending a letter of demand? When sending a letter of demand, ensure that you do the following. Ask the person to pay you in clear terms. Don't mince your words. Number 2, give them the amount that is due. Number 3, clearly state in the letter that you intend to take legal action if they do not pay you. Number 4, give them a date to make payment. Number 5, attach all supporting documents, for example, invoices that proves your case. If you have any questions about drafting a letter of demand or recovering a debt, you're more than welcome to book an appointment with our office. I wish you all the best, and I'll speak to you soon.